Hi, my name is Jeff Sturgis, Whitetail Habitat Solutions, and I wanted to talk about stems per acre today. Now don't turn the channel. I know it sounds like a boring topic, but it's not, because it relates specifically to buck bedding, browsing, bedding areas, and where you can find deer hotspots on both public and private land. So I think it's really important to cover that. What are stems per acre? Stems per acre are any type of growth, whether it's hardwood regeneration, shrubs, briars, grasses, weeds, could be young conifer shoots, seedlings, whatever it might be, but you're looking for that ultimate level of growth. And if you look back here, this is a good example of stems per acre. You can see right back here, we did some cuttings down here in this bedding area. We cut a lot of box elder, and what's great about box elder, it's not a great timber production tree, but we're here talking about deer habitat and wildlife habitat. So this in general, these shoots are just from last year. These are all stems per acre. Stems per acre equal food, they equal cover. And so when you're looking for these on public land, for example, pretty easy to find in aerial photos, because you're looking for pictures from the air that show small tops, big tops, and a lot of different types of color and line. What that means is you'll have hardwood edge meeting swampland, old growth timber meeting clear cuts, upland cover, including shrubs, weeds, briars, grasses. Where you see all those colors and shapes taking place, it means stems per acre. The opposite of that, just one big expanse of conifers or hardwoods, where you have very few trees per acre, 700-800 trees per acre, and you don't have those stems. That means there's no cover, and there's no browse, there's no food, and you know, while we're at it, there's not a lot of wildlife there either. It doesn't matter if it's whitetails or rabbits, grouse, turkeys, whatever it might be. All those creatures need some type of cover, some type of food, shoots, browse, seeds, berries, whatever it might be. And you'll find that where you find all those habitats coming together. Now on private land, the beauty is you can create it. You can see we have a lot of cuttings down here. You can see all that regeneration, all those stems per acre that are taking place. And then you can see behind me going up into the hill. This is a spot where Jen and I shot 2 really nice bucks last year, and it all started with planting and cutting this time of the year. We actually have a stand location back there. We actually access through that big open hardwood timber, because we can expect no deer to be there. There's not a lot of cover, there's not a lot of food in those big open hardwood areas, even though there's a lot of acorns. There's just not a lot to hold deer there, so we can access through there up to the edge of this, hunt it. And this is an example of how we've created that opportunity here on private land. Now, one of the things about that when we're cutting, it's not just the regeneration from all the hardwood when we do cut and all these stems per acre. It's sunlight hitting the ground. Sunlight hitting the ground creates herbaceous growth that's used in the summertime, early fall, and spring. But it also creates briars and hardwood regeneration, shrub growth that's nibbled on and provides cover all fall and winter long. So the best of deer hunting season and into the winter months. These are the kind of places we find sheds in the spring, because there's not much food out in the ag fields around here. The cover's lean out in the hardwoods, so deer will gravitate to areas like this during the winter time. It's low, it's out of the wind too, but they have that cover and they have that browse. So find it on public land, create it on private land, but that's how you identify buck bedding areas, buck hotspots, and how you can find a great place to hunt this fall. And one of the things I like about right down here behind Dylan, who's filming, we have an open area that's behind the ranger here. This is an area where we have a stand location about 100 yards that way, and we do have a camera there. We have one of our reveals there over a water hole, and of course we have that. But then we get over into here, we're starting to get 125 yards away from that stand location, and we're getting more and more remote into the woods. So this is a perfect spot to hang some type of mock scrape. We usually have a hanging vine. Great place for a vine scrape right here. And then we'll put one of our reveals on it. We'll put a fresh set of batteries, maybe the lithium battery pack and a solar panel. And we can put it on a tree like that right over here. And then we can monitor this entire area all hunting season long without having to come back here and disturb. And it'll help us too if we can see bucks over here that aren't there. It tells us we're not doing a good job getting in and out without spooking deer. Maybe when we're on stand, we're not managing our scent well. Bottom line is, find these great bedding areas like this, monitor it. It'll be a lot of fun all hunting season. And we do just spend a few cameras like that where we put them down. We have one around the corner about a quarter mile. We call it the bottom scrape. It's in a spot we just simply can't get to like this during the hunting season without spooking a lot of deer. And it's because it's such a buck hot spot and a holding area because of the high stem count per acre. So I hope you learned a little bit about stems per acre, how important it can be. It's a lot of fun to watch all hunting season long, certainly to plan a hunt around, whether you build it or find it, depending on if you're on public or private land for this hunting season.